This is the story of a beautiful girl named Cindrella. Once upon a time, there was a girl named Cindrella. She lived with her father and mother. Cindrella is a cute and kind child. She loves her father and mother very much. One day, her mother fell ill and died, so she promised her mother that when she grows up, she will be a good person. When Cindrella grew up, her father remarried and brought her stepmother and stepsister into the house. One day, Cindrella's father had to go to work in a remote city, so Cindrella had to live with her stepmother and stepsister alone. Cindrella's stepmother doesn't like Cindrella and forces Cindrella to work hard alone. They treated Cindrella very badly. Cindrella, she was moved the attic with just mouse as a friend. One day the king wanted the prince to marry and look for a woman in the city for the prince to choose. The king told the royal guard to look for women in the city to attend the ball in the castle. Cindrella's stepmother and stepsister are invited for a grand ball in the king's palace. But Cindrella's stepmother would not let her go. Cindrella was made to sew new party gowns for her stepmother and stepsisters and curl their hair. They went to the ball, leaving Cindrella alone at home. Cindrella is very sad and starts to cry. She wants to join the grand ball party in the castle. The goodness of Cindrella makes the fairy appear and help the Cindrella. The fairy said, "Don't cry, Cindrella. I will send you to the grand ball." But Cindrella was sad. She said, "I don't have a gown to wear for the grand ball." The fairy godmother waved her magic wand and changed mouse to make new clothes for Cindrella. The fairy godmother then touched Cindrella's feet with the magic wand, and she had beautiful glass slippers. "How will I go to the grand ball?" asked Cindrella. The fairy godmother then tells Cindrella to bring the pumpkin in the kitchen to her. She touched them with her magic wand and the pumpkin turned into a golden coach. Cindrella was overjoyed and set off for the ball in the golden coach. Before leaving, the fairy godmother said, "Cindrella, this magic will only last until midnight. You must reach home by then." When Cindrella entered the palace, everybody was struck by her beauty. Nobody, not even Cindrella's stepmother or stepsisters, knew who she really was in her pretty clothes and shoes. The prince danced with her all night. Cindrella was so happy dancing with the prince that she almost forgot what the fairy godmother had said. Cindrella remembered her fairy godmother's words and she rushed to go home. One of her glass slippers came off, but Cindrella did not turn back for it. She reached home just as the clock struck 12. Her coach turned back into a pumpkin. Her stepmother and stepsisters reached home shortly after that. They were talking about the beautiful lady who had been dancing with the prince. The prince said, "I will find her. The lady whose foot fits this slipper will be the one I marry." The next day, the prince and his servants took the glass slipper and went to all the houses in the kingdom. They wanted to find the lady whose feet would fit in the slipper. All the women in the kingdom tried the slipper, but it would not fit any of them. The prince finally came to Cindrella's home. It was the last house of this kingdom. Cindrella's stepsisters also tried on the little glass slipper. They tried to squeeze their feet and push hard into the slipper, but the servant was afraid the slipper would break. Cindrella's stepmother would not let her try the slipper on, but the prince saw her and said, "Let her also try on the slipper." The slipper fit her perfectly. The prince recognized her from the ball. He married Cindrella and together they lived happily ever after.